It's so hard to follow that act kasi ang galing niya mag-English. But I have to read what I have to tell you. For those of you who know me, what's my name? Okay, we're gonna do this interactively. Some call me Gene. If you're one of those, just say, "That's my friend." Wala si pastor eh. He calls me Gene. Most of my close friends call me Huge. That's my friend. Others call me Kuya Eugene. Others call me Tito Eugene. Most of you, or a lot of you, would call me Ninong Eugene. You're one of 130 na inaanok ko. Binyag lang yon and dedication. And I don't accept binyag anymore or dedication. Some of my younger friends call me brother. Because they don't feel young anymore. Rollits and Olive, they used to call me Pambansang Friendship. Two of you, I'm still fondly remembered as the worst tambourine player that Jesus Flock Worship Creative Arts Ministry has ever produced. That's true, but I did it with all my heart. If Sharon got involved with the fellowship, which we now call Jesus Black Church, she was 11, I was around 15, maybe turning 16. Together with Alex, Pastor Eric, Pastor Jerome, and the rest of the guys whom we sometimes call the Pillars or Jurassic. My initial involvement in the ministry was with what we used to call Correspondence Committee. I don't know if you still remember that. Siguro mga 3-4 lima lang nakakaalala nun. Together with Des, and I forgot the others. Kung sino yung mga kasama ko. We as teenagers aim to encourage others to not give up in the faith and not give up on themselves by visiting their homes, writing them letters na sariling gawa lang. Wala naman kami pera nun, teenagers, mga poor lang kami. Unlike you now, you have all the comfort of this world that your parents had given you. Pero kami noon, we would just go and visit. Bonnie is not here, no? He's one of those we visited when he was not allowed to attend the church. We went to Andy's. We went to several people na matagal na sa church. We just felt that somebody has to show not just concern, but a lifting when they don't have the strength anymore kasi mga bata pa. So that was my first involvement. And then I got involved with the worship ministry. Gusto ko sanang magyabang pero wag na. I was part of the worship ministry for quite a while. We did strict meetings, worshiping God, sharing the gospel, and we did also fundraisings for the church kasi nga walang pera noon. I was, like Sharon, I was painfully shy as a person and had lots of insecurity. But together with all of the brethren at that time, we pursued the study of the Word of God, even enrolling at ATS, and further studies together. I learned to value God's presence in worship and prayer. I may not be present all the time, but I value God's presence and I value staying in His presence by praying for others and praying for my family as well. Through Jesus Flock, I had the courage to serve Him in the marketplace and started PLDT Christian Fellowship in Sampaloc sometime in the early 80s. Kasi pag fresh graduate ka, hindi mo alam kung anong daratnan mo. So once I got into PLDT, I started talking to my friends, my office mates, and there were a handful of us, and we started just praying for each other. And then it became a Bible study group, and it became a fellowship for quite a while, to which Pastor Eric and Ronald and Pastor Jerome were able to share the Word of God with us in the early 80s. What are my unexpected blessings that I received from being part of Jesus Flock? I had my first and grandest, bongacious birthday celebration on my 50th birthday dito sa Gateway, care of best friend Eric and Miriam. Kasi alam nila, I'm not comfortable celebrating my birthday. I haven't really celebrated my birthday. Oh, tara, punta kayo sa bahay or let's gather. I'm not comfortable with that. Pero that was my first when I got to 50 years old. In 2012, Pastor Jerome and Abel gave me free accommodation and seminar fee at Bill Johnson's conference in Singapore. Wala kaming increase noon sa PLDT. Wala kaming bonus noon as executives kasi bagsak ang pera ng PLDT at that time. And just in time, Pastor Jerome said, "Why don't you attend Bill Johnson's conference?" Kasama na yung accommodation, kasama na yung seminar fee. I got sick with COVID in July 2020, and this is one of the most unforgettable blessings that I ever had. All my friends, Jesus Flock, outside Jesus Flock, other churches and all that, but most especially the brethren from Jesus Flock gathered around me. I was confined for 3 weeks by myself. Tapos mukhang mga astronauts, lahat ang kasama ko doon dahil full gear sila, takot na takot. And I even had to beg, "Doc, my cardiologist, can you please hold my hand? Please hold my hand." And I look forward at nights when most of you will call me video call early in the morning, magme-message kayo. That kept me going. I am thankful that I have my church surrounding me at that time. I talked about my best friend Eric kanina. I'll talk about my best friend Yap and Sharon. 2 months ago, after praying much, planning well, and arranging a lot of things, towards the end of our Netherlands trip, Yap and Sharon said, "We want to make this happen because we want Eugene to come and have a break." Wow. And I don't know if Ate Minette is here. Ate Minette, Doc Olive, and Doc Elaine, are you here? They encouraged and convinced and offered me support in my journey to mental health wholeness. And I'm still going through it. I'm walking through it. And with the help of the brethren, I may not have mentioned all of you, but I cried a lot with so much of you. Thank you for your patience. And going back, I was so glad I was able to go to Netherlands with 3 amazing couples. Iba-iba ang personality, but it was great. It was joyful. And I look forward to traveling again with you and all the rest na pwede kong makasama as God provides. And lastly, as I was preparing for this, I was reminded of Isaiah 40, verse 31. Let me paraphrase it just a little bit. "They that wait upon the Lord shall receive renewed strength. I'm saying this with so much weakness in me, so much fear, but I hold on to this. They that wait upon the Lord shall receive renewed strength. They will mount up with wings and soar again like eagles. Not just once, but again and again. They will run and continue to run and not be weighed down. They will walk and not faint nor lose heart. Salamat po.